ahead and call.
Tori Lindsay, Jeremy Butcher, Alicia Clay, Jeffrey Collins, Everett Dean, James McClaskey, Jared Nance, Shandon Pringle, Patrick Shanahan.
All right, Tori Lindsay is 23,642, and I have a report from Hometown Recovery that we were about to be discharged from there and had a bad screen and not in compliance. So I'm going to order you into custody at this time. You're into custody. I'll come on with you later.
Okay.
Go back to that.
Your Honor, this is the first time that we've seen her since her bad screen.
And I did not order you to make agreements. Jeremy Butcher is here, 19,483 and 19,779. We're working on paying off your fines and court costs now. You have a payment today.
Yes, $100.
All right, very good. How are things going?
They're going good.
Okay. I know you're working. What's best for your work schedules?
And they make me take a half-day vacation, so
Okay. I'll set it for April 15th.
thank you.
It's your next hearing. You're welcome. 9 o'clock, April 15th. Alicia Clay, 2268. Okay, Ms. Clay, you still have some community service to do and fines to pay.
I'm paying 40 today, and my taxes, as soon as they hit, I was going to pay it off, and
Okay, what about your community service?
I was going to get my car and make sure I can get my community service done.
Okay, you've got 15 hours left.
Okay.
When can you get that done?
I could probably do some this week, because I just recently got a new job, and I don't start until next week, so it'd be a good time to
Can
get
you
some
be here
done.
tomorrow?
Be here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Cooper, put her down. Alicia Clay, be here tomorrow at 7:30, west side of the building.
Okay.
Where are you going to work?
Giovanni's in Colgrove.
Does it matter if it's Monday, Friday for your reviews?
Probably a Monday.
Okay. April 1st then, 1 month. April 1st, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Collins is appearing by teleconference. Good morning. All right, you're just working on fines. He's got case numbers 15,606, 19,1082, 19,304. Are you making a payment?
She made it last night.
Oh, I see it.
$30.
Yeah, it did show up already, so it's on there. All right, April 1st will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Everett Dean. Everett Dean is 21,3371, 22,324, 22,30. And you've done quite a bit of extra community service toward your fine. Still have some community service to do on one case that's not complete. Do you have a payment on your fines today?
Yes, I'm paying $300.
Okay, very good. So apparently you're working now?
Yeah, I work 65 to 70 hours a week.
That's good. Where are you working?
Manova and South Point.
Okay. Mondays or Fridays best for your reviews?
Just anytime.
April 15, 9 o'clock. See the clerk to make your payment. And finish up your community service that is owed.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. James McClaskey, 19975. He still has community service and fines to pay. So it'll be a warrant for failure to appear. Jared Nance. Jared Nance is not here. He's at RRS. It's, case number 22812. Do you have a report from him?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it looks like he's been non-compliant.
I think he might just be running late, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, there's some issues with his counseling.
Yeah.
I'll hold it back. I was going to, you don't need to tell him, but I was going to order him to do a urine screen today anyway.
Okay.
If he gets here, we'll deal with him later. But as of this point, he's not here, and it looks to me like he's not ever done everything he's supposed to.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Shandon Pringle is not here, 2189. So it'll be a warrant issue for her. For not appearing. Patrick Shanahan, 22678. And Mr. Shanahan is here with, looks like a report.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And I'm looking to graduate the program. I just found a house in South Point, and I'm signing the lease for it today, so
Very
I'm
good.
hoping to graduate brighter days, so.
Good. You've done very well. You completed everything but getting your final letter of completion from Brighter Days. When do you think that's going to happen?
I'm gonna find out today, maybe next week at some time.
Okay. Are you working now, or what do you?
No, I get disability.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's a Monday or Friday?
No, sir.
Okay, well, let's make it April 1st, 1 month, then you bring in your letter of completion from Brighter Days and you're going to be done.
All right, appreciate you.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
See you in a month. Okay, that finishes the reviews we have for today. We're going to start arraignments next. That's what the first hearing is called, when somebody comes to court, or if you missed a hearing before or have a warrant issue for some reason, you're going to be called with the arraignment hearings. When your name's called, come up just like the previous people did, to the table to your right, stand there, and I'll go over why you're here, what the charges are, the possible penalties, and ask you for a plea. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent. If you choose to make statements, what you say is all on the record. It can be used against you if you admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, to make the state prove charges beyond a reasonable doubt. And you're giving up those rights if you enter a guilty or no contest plea. So if you want to talk to a lawyer, or if you want a trial, or if you don't know what to do, you should enter a not guilty plea. And any of those reasons, because not guilty preserves all those rights. You're giving up your rights by entering guilty or no contest. Don't do that unless you fully understand what you're doing. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Hale, case number CRB 23500.
And you're Aaron Hale. It's alleged, Ms. Hale, that you got a conviction for a theft offense here, and then Ms. The first review hearing was, looks like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I do apologize for missing. It's not me to do that.
Okay, and have you done anything that you were ordered to?
I've paid my fine.
Paid your fine, I see
Yes,
that.
and
Okay.
I've been doing community service. I'm waiting for my approved days off to finish it up.
Okay. Where are you doing the community service?
I called the probation officer and asked if I was able to do it at the Cabell Wayne Animal Shelter, and he said that I
Did they give you a paper or anything to turn in?
I have, they only wrote out a paper. I have it in my car. I can finish it maybe next week or the week after.
Okay, well, get that submitted, and then you're gonna be completed once you get your community service done. So since this was early, I'm gonna give you more time than some of the others, so. I'll set your next review for May the 10th.
May the 10th?
May 10th, you want to write that down.
Yes.
If you get that completion of community service filed in here and confirm with your probation officer it's acceptable, you don't even have to come back on May the 10th.
Okay.
May the 10th at 9 a.m. is your next hearing.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Bobby Rhodes, case number CRB 23501.
All right, and this also was a case number 23501, conviction on a theft offense, failure to appear for review 2 weeks ago on February the 16th. Do you understand that allegation? Do you admit or deny that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you admit you didn't appear?
Yeah,
Do you have an explanation?
we was totally under the thing that we supposed to be on the 24th, and then when it got close to the time, it was like, wait, I don't think court's on Saturdays, and yeah.
Okay. You have paid your fine. You just
Yeah.
have to finish your
I'm
service.
doing it at the animal shelter.
Okay, I'll set you for the same
Well,
date, May 10th. May 10th will be your review hearing. Get it done before then and confirm it with your probation officer. You don't have to be here.
that papers that they wrote for us the other day, do you want us to go out there and get them and turn
You
them
can
in?
turn it in to Mr. Major or Mr. Cooper.
If it's not on letterhead, Your Honor, we won't accept it.
Yeah, it needs to be on the letterhead from.
Okay, well, she told us it didn't take, we have to let her.
I'm going to talk to him, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Dylan Hernandez, case number CRB 23381.
This is Mr. Steyer's case. There was a pretrial back in the fall. Looks like Mr. Hernandez missed.
Yes, Your Honor. This was a 90-day continuance that was going to be dismissed upon payment of court costs and with no further problems. At that time, I don't think there was a report of any further problems, but there was not a payment of court costs made. Have you been able to make pay the costs yet?
I'm prepared to, at any moment.
Today? Okay. He can pay the costs today. I don't know if you want to reset it for another hearing and see if the courts can pay it, or just go ahead and see what happens here today.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss it on payment of costs, and the clerk will let me know if that doesn't happen.
Okay. So it'd probably be about, actually, you guys don't need the file for anything else right now, do you? I can just take it back to the clerks.
In a few minutes, it'll be out there.
Okay, so just wait out there. We have about 10 minutes, and you can go over to the clerk's office. Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Colin D. Webb, case number CRB 23450.
And you're calling Webb.
Yes, sir.
Now, have you hired Mr. DeWater?
No, sir.
Okay, because there was a pretrial set for February 23rd. He wasn't here, and I don't think you were here either, so
Yes, sir.
do you admit or deny you missed that hearing?
I agree. I missed
Do you
it.
have an explanation for that?
I thought it was actually supposed to be in the day.
Okay, do you have a lawyer now?
No, sir.
Are you asking for court-appointed counsel?
Can you specify that? Like,
Well, you want a lawyer appointed, I mean, you have to be indigent, you have to be unable to pay to get a court-appointed lawyer.
yes, sir.
Are you working?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
Construction, CJ Hughes.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
25.
Okay, well, you're not going to be eligible then.
Okay.
You'll need to hire your own lawyer. Are you going to do that, or how do you want to proceed with this? Are you going to represent yourself?
Well, that's, we're trying to do our,
Is the complaining party here today?
no, sir. But she has called multiple times, and she was going to come today, but she had to work today, so it's, she's called multiple times, and I've got a lot of things changed.
Your Honor, she's getting Mr. Hill. She said she thinks this is a 90-day continuance case.
Okay, let's get the prosecutor in, we'll get his input on that, and then we'll decide how we're going to go forward.
Okay, sir.
This is Colin Webb. It's an aggravated innocent complaint that's been filed. I have a report from Bethesda where he went there and told me he didn't think he needed any anger management. And he doesn't have counsel. So it's my understanding maybe the complaining party doesn't want to proceed, but I want to know what the state's position is.
Okay, so this was set maybe for last week.
Right.
And at that time, we spoke with the alleged victim. We had the file here?
It's right here.
Oh, okay. And she indicated that there had not been any problem. And she says that they've been successfully co-parenting, and he's turned everything around and adjusted his medication. And we were aware of the fact that the counseling agency said that he didn't need any counseling. So I don't know. What we were anticipating was that he would pay the court costs. And it's been 90 days. So if he's able to pay the court costs, we'd be willing to go ahead and do that.
Okay, so the state's saying they will dismiss the case if you pay court costs, which is the $125. Is that something you're agreeable to, sir?
Yes, sir. I can do that today.
All right, see the clerk, make payment on the court costs, and your case will be dismissed.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Clerk is to your right as you leave the courtroom.
Okay.
We shouldn't just file these things away. I don't need, well, miss it.
State of Ohio versus Kansas Kansas Stapleton, case number CRB 14-1250. State of Ohio versus Kansas Stapleton.
All right, Ms. Stapleton is present. Apparently she's in treatment now. Where is she? It looks like she started there in the fall. Is she close to graduation?
She's very close, yes. She's been in independent living for 3 months.
This is an old case. It was a theft offense from 2014, actually, with a review in 2015. She never came back to court for a review. So there's been a warrant outstanding for you since then. What I'm going to do, since you're in treatment, I'll withdraw the warrant. You've got 5 days of community service to do and fines and court costs to do it. So I'll give you a chance to make that right.
Thank you.
Can she do community service now?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay. All right, you can do it here at the court, any day but Sunday or a holiday.
Okay.
So 7:30 a.m., you be here on the west side of the building. You need 5 of those days, and if you can't pay, because you're probably not working now, are you?
I just started.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can either pay it or work it off. If you want to work off your bonds, you get $50 a day credit for any extra day of community service you do.
Okay.
I'll give you a month, we'll see how you're going to do. So April 1st at 9 a.m. we'll have another review hearing, so
Okay.
get it done and you can quit coming to these hearings. If you don't show up, then I'll issue another warrant if you don't show up for a hearing.
I'll be here.
I'll withdraw the warrant. Good luck with your recovery.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Zachary Russell, case number CRB 2498. Zachary Russell. State of Ohio versus Zachary Russell.
All right, I've got a complaint on Zachary Russell, but I have no proof of summons or he's apparently not in the jail. So we'll have to pass it for service. I have no proof of service.
Your Honor, this was a transfer from Chesapeake Mayor's Court. So I don't know how they,
Well, usually I think they file something showing it was transferred here, and then he was given notices to when to appear. But I've got nothing like that in the file. So I'll pass it at this time for service. Okay, we're going to go to Lawrence County Jail by teleconference to do some hearings there.
State of Ohio versus Darren L. Korn at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2496, A and B. Keith Doble is on deck.
Okay, we're looking for Darren Korn at the jail. Okay. We'll let the bail call the jail, try to get it online. While we're waiting, let's do another case here.
State of Ohio versus Patrick Murphy, case number TRC 24241. That's Mr. McCown's case.
Patrick Murphy. Patrick Murphy. Mr. McCown, I saw was just in the conference room.
he's here.
Good morning, Your Honor. I apologize.
It's early, but it's set for pre-trial today. So Mr. Murphy is here.
Yes, sir.
Set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, I've spoken with Mr. Heald. There's some additional discovery, I think, that we need from them on a particular instance. And then Mr. Heald has indicated, I think, that should we want to proceed, we'll need to set a suppression hearing after that. But there is a couple pieces of information I need from them. I don't know how long they think that would take. I was on policies and procedures from the State Patrol.
Well, I would hope that could be done fairly quickly.
Well, let me give you the dates that would be best for the court. 15th, 18th, 22nd, 26th of this month, any of those dates work.
The 15th, 29th, did you say? I think that's Good Friday. Are you open that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Good Friday is not a holiday.
It won't be a good, it won't be a Good Friday for some of those people either. So, the 15th, the 15th, Your Honor, if that will.
15th, March the 15th.
And that'd just be a pretrial.
Trial at 10 o'clock. And then we'll decide then if we need an evidentiary hearing.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We contact the
I just put them up. State of Ohio versus Brian K. Anderson, Mr. Stratton's case, case number CRB 2437.
Set for pretrial.
You ought to rearrange this on the 16th. I think the prosecutor is in agreement with the 90-day. If there's no issues, that this case will be dismissed in 90 days. If there's no issues.
Your Honor, we have had contact with the alleged victim in this matter, and she's written us a statement basically saying that it's all a big mistake. We're not ready to believe that completely at this point, and so therefore we're willing as a compromise to agree to hold the case out for 90 days approximately, and if there are no further problems during that period of time, we would agree to a dismissal with the payment of court costs. And at a time,
I didn't do nothing unless I pay court costs.
He doesn't want to pay costs.
He doesn't want to pay costs.
well, that's fine. Then what we would like to do then is,
Subpoena the complaint party.
yes,
Maybe
Okay. Let's look at 15th, 18th, 22nd, 25th. Anything 15th or after?
Your Honor, the week of the 11th is a bad week. And then the week of the 25th will be a bad week, so any other time is good.
All right, the 22nd, March 22nd?
Yes.
March 22nd will be the next pretrial. The complaint party used to be here.
I'll just take court costs and be done with it.
Do what?
I'll just pay court costs and be done with it.
Okay, well, we'll have to come back. He has a change of heart, Your Honor.
I'll just go ahead because pay court costs because I'm traveling all the way from Greenup and it's costing me a fortune to get right back and forth right now.
Yeah, if we get a new date, Your Honor, and as long as costs are paid by then, and no problems.
June 3rd.
June 3rd.
All right, June 3rd, case will be dismissed. Two conditions. One, no further problems. No reports of a problem between you and the complaining party or otherwise. And the costs are paid. It'll be dismissed then. If you haven't paid the cost or if there's problems, you gotta show up.
Yeah, so pay costs by then.
How much is it?
New calls today, I hear, so.
It's gonna be 150 total.
150, yes. We have no schedule.
125 plus the 25 fine penalty.
All right.
State of Ohio recalls Darren L. Corn at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2496A and B. Pete Goble was on that.
Sir, are you Darren Corn? All right, Mr. Corn, I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court, which is located in Chesapeake. And your case is filed here, and we're doing your, what's called arraignment hearing, your first hearing by teleconference. You are appearing in the courtroom on a monitor, and it's all being recorded. What you say, what I say, and your image is being recorded. So If you blurt out something that's damaging to your case, the state can use it against you. You don't have to say anything. If you want a lawyer and can't afford one, I can appoint one for you. You have a right to have a lawyer. You have a right to have bail and to make the state prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
The charge was faxed down this morning, so it should be there at the jail for you to look at. It's a menacing, well, the B case, it's 2496B is menacing. It alleges that February the 28th at Fayette Township, you knowingly caused Victoria Bolden to believe you would cause physical harm to her person or to her property. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. The A case, 96A, is resisting arrest. It's alleged that you interfered or resisted the lawful arrest of yourself. That's a 2nd degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is 90 days in jail, $750 fine. Do you understand those two charges, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
Only that the court would consider that I've always upheld your obligations, what you've asked me to do. I truly feel ashamed that me and Victoria can't talk without my mental deficiencies coming to fruition. I really despise myself over that, and I'm willing to go to inpatient psychiatric care if you would give me another one along the day. I know that's probably not likely, but I need help other than incarceration, you know.
So, well, I need for you to give me a plea.
I'll plead not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have a job?
No.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, we have a case that's still open, and he has Woodford as his attorney, and it's up on your screen.
Okay. He has a domestic case pending with Mr. Morford. I'm going to go ahead and appoint Mr. Morford as your lawyer. He's probably not here yet.
Yes, sir.
He's not here. Is he on the docket for you?
Yes.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to appoint Mr. Morford. I'm going to let him call down and talk to you, and after that's happened, we'll come back and decide how we're going to proceed. So, I'll see you back on the screen later today after you've talked to your lawyer. Any questions now, Mr. Corn?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll see you back later today.
State of Ohio versus Pete Goble, case number TRC 182906, A, B, and C. Brandon McClaskey is on deck. Your Honor, this is a failure to appear on an 18 case, and I understand Mr. Wilkins also.
Okay. All right, sir, you're Pete Goble.
Correct.
Mr. Goble, I'm Judge Capper, and this is your arraignment on a failure to appear. It's actually looks like a review. This was a review hearing from case number 182906. It looks like you had a conviction on a first offense OVI in January of 2019, also a driving under suspension, failure to display registration. And these were set for a review hearing on July 29th of 2019. And it looks like you did come in that day, so. And you actually said you were going to do community service on a particular day. You told me that on that July 29th hearing. And then I rescheduled it for another review hearing on September 23rd of 2019. And then you didn't come in then. You did make a payment on your fines. in July, pretty sizable payment. But you never finished your community service, never totally paid your fines, and there's been a warrant outstanding for you since the fall of 2019 for not showing up for that hearing. Do you understand that charge?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last.
There's been a warrant outstanding for not showing up for your review hearing on this OVI. OVI was the main charge. You had some other lesser charges. The main charge was OVI. You came to the first hearing, you didn't come to the second one, and after that a warrant was issued because you failed to show up. That's the allegation. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, sir.
Do you admit that or deny that you failed to appear for your review?
I can't hear the last part that you said. I'm extremely sorry, sir. My earphones are kind of, do I admit or not? What was it? What was the last part?
That you failed to come to your review hearing.
Oh, yes, I admit that I failed to come to my review hearing, yes.
Do you have an explanation for not coming?
No, sir.
Okay.
I just didn't have the money to pay, so I figured if I showed up.
How'd you get picked up on this warrant? And at the time this happened back in 2018, it looks like you were living in Kentucky, is that right? Okay, something's wrong. It's frozen.
Jailer, this is Lawrence County Municipal Court. Can you hear us? The screen is frozen.
What's going on, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
We were doing some arraignments from the jail and now it's locked up.
Froze up?
Maybe they're rebooting it now.
Yeah, it looks like it's been there on their side there so far. Ours looks to be working fine. Both of our cameras are still working fine. It's probably something. Yeah.
Okay, let's go to some hearings here if we can.
State of Ohio versus Dolores E. Hill, case number CRB 23568, CRB 23536.
Excuse me. It's Tyler Smith's case today set for a pretrial.
Your Honor, is there anything in your file from Prestera? They said they sent something.
I do have.
I don't know what the most recent report is.
I have something that was sent on January 26th. That's the last one I've got.
I think that's when we were here last. They haven't sent you want anything updated for today. You got to ask them every time. Okay. So we don't have any updated reports since January 26th? Yeah, we have to do that every. We have to update it every time.
Get more records from.
Yeah, to see how you've done since the 26th now. See how your progress is. Yeah.
Can she get a report?
Do you think you can get a report from Prestera? We can call them and have them.
Yeah, fax it over.
Yeah.
They faxed it previously.
Yeah, see if they can fax one real quick.
Okay, I'll recall this case later in the document.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah, just get calls.
State of Ohio versus Tony Walters, case number CRA 23466, CRB 23467, A and B. Tony Walters.
Ms. Walters had called, left a message, I guess, last night. She said that she's out of town. I told her that she needs to try to get to court, but I just asked her.
She's done this repeatedly.
I know.
Okay.
She was here the last time. I just asked. I tried to get her in either next sometime Monday or Friday.
She, January 2nd, claimed she had COVID. January 26th, claimed snow last time. And then today, she's still, I don't think she's been here since.
She did appear the last time, I think, when we had updated pictures. I don't know, it might have been when Judge Cummings was sitting.
How's the state going to proceed?
Looks like maybe there needs to be a bench warrant issued.
Okay, she's got 7 days before a warrant issues.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Gregory Fairchild, case number CRB 2451.
All right, this is Mr. Stratton's case set for Gregory Fairchild.
Your Honor, when we were here on the 16th, I think the state was going to subpoena the victim in this case, alleged victim in this case.
Is Ethan Brewer here?
Does this say that the subpoena was served, Your Honor?
Well, I'll see where it was requested. No, it says, return to court, now lives in Indiana. That's what the officer read. Return of service.
We'll nolly this with the right to refile.
Case will be nollied.
All right, it's dismissed.
Dismissed.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Fletcher, case number CRB 23705.
Your Honor, we were here on the 16th on this case. On the 16th, the prosecutor was going to speak with the alleged victim in this case, or the owner of the cat. And I think there was some restitution that still needs to be calculated and some additional discovery. But may I approach, Your Honor?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I've been getting these reports, and it looks like, this one says he successfully completed. Yeah. And was PATH helpful to you, sir?
Yes, sir.
It's a fairly new facility, so I like to get feedback as to whether it helps others.
It was very helpful.
Good.
So, Your Honor, I think the state wants to set it for another pretrial, I believe.
We would like to do that, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm looking at probably the 15th or after.
Just not the 15th and the 20th, not the 11th, that whole week, or the 25th, but any other time, it's fine.
About the 22nd.
Yep.
March 22nd will be the next pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio recalls Pete Goble of Lawrence County Jail, case number TRC 182906 A, B, and C, with Brandon McClaskey on deck.
All right, Mr. Goble's back. We had a glitch in the teleconferencing equipment, so hopefully we're back online now. Mr. Goble, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay. This is an arraignment on failure to appear for a review. I think you did tell me that you had missed a review hearing in the fall of 2019. How'd you get arrested on this warrant?
I was a passenger in the vehicle of somebody who had made a failure, I think it was failure to use their signal or something. And then they asked me my name and my social and stuff, and gave it to them, and it came back to the warrant.
When did that happen?
Tuesday.
Okay, so you spent the better part of the week in the
Yes.
jailhouse. Where are you living now?
I'm still living in Kentucky.
What's the address?
51 Tom Fleming's Drive. Flatwoods, Kentucky, 41139.
51, what was it?
Tom Fleming's Drive, Flatwoods, Kentucky, 41139.
Are you working now, or what are you doing?
Yes, I'm working part-time at Rich Brothers, and I'm due to get my taxes back in time, and I would be happy to pay, fulfill whatever needs to be fulfilled to get this behind me.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you'd rather do that than lay it out in jail.
Oh, yes, sir. Sir, I did.
All right, well, I'm going to cancel the warrant and give you another chance to make good on this.
I'm super thankful, sir, and I'll make good on it.
Your next, let's keep it simple. Your next hearing is going to be April the 1st.
Okay.
Exactly 1 month from today at 9 a.m. You guys show up, and I want to see what you can do the next month. Pay on your fine, do some community service. As of right now, I'm showing that you owe 5 days of community service and $685 on your fine.
Okay.
And you can do community service here at the court any day but Sunday at 7:30 a.m. What's your work schedule?
Right now, I'm just working 3 days a week. It's kind of scattered, but.
Okay, well, you should have plenty of chances to get your community service done.
Yes, I should, and I'll take care of my duties this time, sir.
Okay. All right, April 1st, 9 a.m. is your next hearing.
Okay.
That's all. You'll get released once we get the paperwork down to the jail.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brandon McClaskey, case number CRB 23565, and Emily Smith is on deck.
Your Honor, I'm Brandon McClaskey. This was a case that we had been bumping out because he had Ironton stuff he had to deal with. Then he also had felony stuff he has to deal with. He was supposed to be in court on the 22nd. And I'm not sure if we were going to discuss it out here.
Yeah. Your Honor, is the case that he has here still a pending case, or is it?
Looks to me like there was a plea on an assault charge. There was. He was sentenced on March the 20th of 2023 on an assault with 108 days in jail, 150 suspended. He had restitution of $150 for a phone, $409.39 for a windshield to Lily Chapman, and nothing's been paid on that. And he also had fine court. Well, he only had the court costs. I didn't give him a fine. He just had to pay the court costs and the restitution. Nothing's been paid.
I don't know if the court wants him to.
And he didn't apparently come for a review hearing. Let's see when his review hearing. Well, he had a pretrial on a review hearing, so I guess this has happened before. February 2nd. Has he been in custody since that time, and we've been waiting on another case?
Yeah, we've been waiting on the other cases to resolve, but.
Have they, or?
They have not.
Okay, so, and that's common pleas?
Yeah, well, yes, Ironton cases too.
I can, I'll give you an update here.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Mr. McClaskey.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Anyways, the Arraignment Municipal was dealt with. Like, they would have just given me my time better.
Okay.
Because like, whenever I go to the felony court, they said that if felony court wants to, like, send me to treatment or whatever they want to do with me, he said that they'll set up another, like, pre-trial or whatever, and then I'll go back over there, and then they're talking about just dismissing that time over there.
Your Honor.
Yeah, here's what happened. He was on probation in Ironton Municipal Court, and the court violated his probation and gave him the remainder of a sentence that he had there, which is up in the hundreds of days. However, he also had a felony charge that was waived over to the grand jury. It's a weapons under disability charge. And I think he may have things already that he's been through common pleas court on. And so it was determined by the court in Ironton Municipal Court that after he was indicted and arraigned and got into felony court, that they would reconsider the entire sentence on his probation, maybe, and cut it short, perhaps, depending on his behavior and things of that nature. So, if he's got something here of a similar nature.
He does. The problem here, and just giving him some credit for the time that he's already served and resolving it that way, is the main thing is restitution. I mean, the court didn't even give him a fine, just ordered him to pay restitution for this Lily Chapman, who apparently has a broken windshield and a phone. So the total looks like it's going to be close to $600 that she's owed in restitution. That
So-
she's not been paid a dime.
We would just ask for this to be continued to a later date and see where he stands in a month from now or something like that.
Your Honor, it sounds like he has probably about 120 days to serve.
In common pleas?
No, on this case, you said you suspended 150.
Well, I know, but I want to see him pay the restitution if it's at all possible. That's the main thing.
And I don't think he's in a position to pay restitution at the moment. It won't be until he's out, done with treatment, and past that.
Is his case in common pleas, he has a case pending for trial, or?
We have the revocation, and then he has weapons under disability, which I don't think has been indicted yet.
I think it's yet to go to the grand jury.
Oh, okay.
So what I would suggest is that we just hold this case over, see where.
He's going to be there anyway, so.
Yeah.
Let's kind of monitor and see what happens. Another month, April 1st, are you there with him?
Yes, that's fine now.
All right.
We'll see if we can go ahead and get this done with today. I mean, I can have my people go ahead and start paying on a while. I mean, that way I don't have to keep coming back to court.
You got people?
Yeah, I got people.
Okay.
My mom, she's working, and, you know, my girlfriend, she's working, so like.
I got people, but I don't think they would pay my restitution for it.
They definitely would, like, you know, like, I'll tell them, like.
Well, here, you're going to be in jail regardless, so let's set it for April 1st, and if they paid the restitution by April 1st, your case probably would be over. I would be willing to dismiss it then, because that's the main thing. We want this person who had her windshield broken out, taken care of. So April 1st will be the next hearing.
All right.
And also, though, like, one time she came into the courtroom with me, and she even told you guys that she didn't even want a restitution for that.
Okay, well, she's not here today, so.
Well, all right, I'll see if she can come in next time.
All right. Is she some of your people too?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how you keep people that you break their windshield out. That doesn't make any sense to me why they would be your people after that. So, anyway. That's all.
State of Ohio versus Emily A. Smith, case number CRB 23627. And Jonathan Turner is on deck.
This is Mr. Stroud's case. And it's a motion for bond revocation.
Your Honor, if I may, they contacted me yesterday saying she was having some major issues and we're going to discharge her, so I had the sheriff's department go out and arrest her.
Okay. I have a report from Hometown Recovery. Okay, it looks like we have problems with whenever she's asked to do something she doesn't want to do, she throws a fit, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it's seems like a mental health issue, Your Honor. Not sure what we're doing. You're not willing to take her back?
I would have to talk to her.
Probably not.
We could take her back.
And the case is still pending.
Yes, Your
I guess we can just set it for trial, if that's what you want to do. Complicity to commit theft.
Maybe approach, Your Honor.
Yes.
I'll find out.
Shot with your walking out of the backpack, two-toed. She shot for 3 minutes, pulled the gun, asked to use the bathroom. Went to out the night, noticed the basket was gone. She was out walking on camera before 11. I don't know why it's charges complicity, because it was her. This happened back in February 23. Their next time in court was March the 8th.
She went to get it.
She Jasmine had to. Let's see, first she had pre-trial October 3rd. She went to the test. She left her. October 8th, felt like she had a lane December 22nd. Released her back over. Switched to home care. Specialized in that's from my mother. It's really enlightening. She'll not let me do that. At some point, this is, she's had a couple of chances. I guess the best thing. All right, Ms. Smith, you're a lawyer, Mr. Stratton, and when he gets a chance here, he's gonna call down, talk to you at the jail, then we'll recall this after that's happened.
Yes.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan Turner, case number TRC 04672. Wesley Earls is on deck.
Jonathan Turner. All right, so are you Jonathan M. Turner?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Turner, I'm Judge Casper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court. This is your arraignment hearing. The allegation against you is that you, back in 2004, this is back when we were calling it DUI, that you had a driving under the influence charge and got a conviction for it and were ordered to do certain things to complete your obligations under that conviction. And what we do is set review hearings. And your first review hearing was August the 6th of 2004, so as you didn't show up for that hearing. And then you got arrested here recently on that warrant, and that's why you're in custody. I'm showing that you did do 3 days of community service and paid $10 on your fine, and that's all that you did. That you still have $1,371.50 owed, and 2 days of community service, and go to the 3-day treatment program. Do you understand these charges?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, they can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, and to have bail. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this charge that you didn't come to your hearing or finish what you were ordered to do?
I plead guilty.
Do you have an explanation for that?
Well, sir, I paid my fine because I had to do what I had to do to get my license back. I've had my license for a while, and I didn't know I had this, so I had to take care of it.
Well, unfortunately, that's not necessarily true. If you don't pay your fine, that doesn't necessarily mean your license is revoked. I can revoke it, but I apparently didn't. I'm showing you only paid $10 on February 23rd, 2004. That's the only receipt that we've got that you paid anything on your fines. And I think you would remember if you paid, because your fine was $850 plus costs.
I think I paid $600 something. I may still have the paperwork. I don't know. It's been so long.
I'm not showing you did any community service. You were ordered to do 5 days of community service.
I picked up trash beside the road.
Well, I'm sorry. I said you didn't do any. I am showing you did 3 days. You did 3 days of community service. You still owe 2.
Okay.
Are you still living in South Point?
Well, I just recently moved back here within about 3 weeks ago that my dad. I was living over in Huntington.
Is that Township Road 1033?
Yes, sir, that's where I'm at now.
Okay. How long have you been in jail?
Since Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. You had 20 days in jail suspended, so I can do that plus convert the fine to jail. Do you want to do that, or do you want to try to finish this up the way you were ordered to?
Yes, sir, I'd like to take care of it now.
And you will?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've got 2 days community service and some fines and costs still owed. I'll set your next review hearing April 1st, 1 month from today. So make some effort. You can do community service any day but Sunday or a holiday at 7:30 a.m. here at the court.
Okay.
And you can pay fines anytime.
Okay.
Any questions, Mr. Turner?
No, sir.
You gotta be here April 1st, 9 a.m. at the court in Chesapeake for a review.
Okay.
All right, you'll get released later.
Okay.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Wesley A. Earls, case number CRB 2497 and CRB 2488, A and B. Darren Korn is on deck.
Okay, Wesley Earls is Mr. Steyer's case, and but he's got a new charge.
Yeah, I haven't seen the new charge, but I have been told it's menacing. Is he in the seat? Doesn't look like it.
Someone else.
Your Honor, I'm gonna ask for an evaluation for competence to stand trial in both these matters.
Okay. Let's get him involved. All right. Good morning, Mr. Earls. This is Judge Capper. You've got a new charge, a menacing charge that alleges that on February the 24th, you caused Thomas Jones Sr. to believe you caused harm to his person or property. I'm going to go ahead.
I'm missing what you're saying. I don't mean to cut you off, so I'm very sorry.
You've got a menacing charge.
Okay,
a new charge.
okay,
And your attorney on the other cases is Mr. Steyer, he's here. So I'm gonna appoint him on the new charge also and enter a not guilty plea for you.
Okay, so I'm going to waive reading and enter not guilty plea.
And, he's gonna file some paperwork with the court.
okay, it's fine.
And do you need to talk to him any further?
Not at this time, but
Okay.
Can I postpone? I've been here since Monday, and I'm doing everything I'm supposed to, I'm taking my meds, and
Do you have, where would you go to stay if you were out on bond?
I would go home, or I would go talk to my mother, and I would regroup with my mother.
where's your mother's home?
My mom lives in Scotttown. My mom lives in Scotttown, out 775.
What's her name?
I would regroup with my mother and tell her what was going on, and I have some money for it.
What, sir, what's your mother's name?
Oh, my mother's name is Roberta, Steve, and she's all I have left.
Do you know her phone number?
Yes, my mother's phone number is 740-302-7700. And I also, when you said the missing charge, Judge, I didn't hear the name, but I do have my own apartment that is where I was having a breakdown, and I was trying to call for help, Judge, and I wasn't aware of what was happening. You know, like I was just trying to call for help, so I didn't need to call him tomorrow, but I do have a same place to go.
Perhaps I could call his mother and we could have this case recalled.
Yes. I'm gonna let your lawyer's gonna call and talk to your mom about your living arrangements, and then we'll come back and decide what the bond should be after he's talked to her. So I'll see you back later.
May I ask one more question before we part ways, please?
Yes.
I do have my apartment, so I'm trying to understand, that's all I don't understand, is I don't understand why my home is no longer in office.
Where's your home? Where's your apartment?
My apartment is 80 Township Road, 1118, Chesapeake, Ohio, 45619, apartment 25, on the very top, away from everybody.
Your Honor, these allegations,
I think that's where this happened.
The original case.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what that was my safe place, and I called for help first.
I'm gonna let your lawyer talk to your mom, maybe come talk to you, and then we'll decide, we'll get some more information, decide.
Let me see what I can find out, Your Honor.
Mrs. Dyer, can I speak with you before you speak with my mother, please?
Yeah, ask the jail to hold him out.
This case will be recalled.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Chris.
State of Ohio recalls Darren L. Thorne at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2496 A and D, CRB 23761.
Victoria, she's here.
Let me see, she's up the hallway. I got it.
Is she here?
Yes.
Victoria Bolton?
Have you had a chance, Mr. Wolford, to talk to Mr. Thorne?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see if the victim is here.
Well, I was told she was here, and could she be in with Missy?
I don't think so.
Could be in the restroom.
Did you say she?
Angela.
Oh, she's here. Oh, I thought she said Victoria was here. Oh, okay, I misunderstood. It was another person. But it's my understanding that Victoria Bolden is on her way here. Okay, she may not be here yet. I misunderstood.
You want to recall
Jasmine.
something, or when she
Please.
gets here? Okay. All right, this case will be recalled. Mr. Morford, could you approach?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ohio versus Emily A. Smith on a recall for Orange County Jail, case number CRB 23627.
All right, Emily Smith is represented by Mr. Stratton, and you had a chance to talk with her.
I spoke with her, Your Honor, and she is...
Get her on the screen first.
I spoke with her, Your Honor, and she has agreed to plead guilty to this charge, and I believe the state has a recommendation.
All right. And the charge is complicity to commit theft. What's the state's recommendation?
Well, we would prefer that she be back in treatment, but in lieu of that, we believe she needs to spend some time in jail. Maybe enough time to convince her that treatment's a better place for her. So that's our recommendation.
All right, Ms. Smith, you have a right to make a statement if you wish. Before I sentence you, do you have anything you want to say? Well, your audio is off. I see your lips moving, but nothing's coming through the monitor. It's probably, the jailer needs to fix the headset. It's got a switch on it that gets turned off sometimes. Okay, try it now.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, and I think I just was asking for some better mental help, and I didn't call it having a minute. I mean, I feel it was a panic attack, but that's all I can say on this.
Are you willing to go back to treatment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody willing to take her for treatment? Maybe mended reeds.
At this time, we're not willing to take her back to return aggressive behavior yesterday.
I don't think there's anybody that's going to take her.
Mended Reeds is probably the best fitted place.
Yeah, I can call it, we got availability in our place.
Okay, I'm going to look to see if we can find a place that will take me. So let's recall it. Okay, so I'll see you later. We're working to see if we can find a place for you.
State of Ohio recalls Darren L. Corn at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2496 A and B, CRB 23761, and Emily Smith will be on deck.
Okay, this is a recall. I think we've got the complaining party is here talking to the prosecutor.
He's not doing anything, he's scaring us. He needs help. He needs help. He's truly like, he's not stupid saying that. He's not, he's only trying to help his he just snaps him. And that's what she is. That's what I think. It's getting serious to the point, like, we've already contacted her, so I know. Exactly. I agree.
Your Honor, I've had a chance now to speak with Victoria Bolden, and there's a good reason for concern here because we have now a new set of allegations. There's a child involved, Ms. Bolden's child, and she's aware of the fact that that child is scared of this man, and so they're going to ask for a protection order. She's going to ask for a protection order on her behalf and the child's behalf, relating back to the other case that's already pending. Our recommendation would be that if Mr. Corn were to be released from jail, that it should be with electronic monitoring and it should be to a residential program that can assist him with both substance abuse and mental health.
Mr. Corn, are you agreeable to go to inpatient treatment? Yes?
Yes.
And you understand that you will have a GPS bracelet on your ankle? You cannot leave there. If you leave, the adult probation office will receive a notice, and that will be another issue for you.
Would this happen today?
Well, I'm sure the judge will try to find somebody that has an opening, and they'll call and assess you shortly. And also, there's going to be a no contact order issued, which means you cannot contact Victoria anyway, electronically, verbally, or ask somebody else to do it. Hands off.
Yes, sir.
You agree with all those terms, Mr. Corn?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, well, there's two things. One, I gotta find out if there's bracelets available. Sometimes we don't have the GPS monitors available. We'll contact them to see if there's one available. Two is finding a place that will take you for treatment. And I understand there's probably gonna be substance and mental health issues that need to be dealt with. So anyone that have a male bed that could work for us, we got OVP because gender degrees. Have you been to treatment before, Mr. Corn? Where did you go?
UFO.
Where's that?
Ironton, Ohio.
United Family Recovery or something like that.
Was that court order or something you did on your own?
That was voluntary.
Okay. Are you on any kind of medications or should be on medications?
No, I have cancer that was removed from my ear, but that's all I got to wish for that.
Okay, and are you getting any sort of treatment for that now?
I need to be able to have it clean, and that's not happening here.
Okay. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Would you prefer a faith-based program or not a faith-based program? It doesn't matter to you.
There's no preference.
Okay. Taylor, I'll let you talk with him first then. Let's do that and then come back and we'll tie down how we're going to proceed.
Thank you, Judge.
So there will be, a part of this will be a protection order at your request, Ms. Bolden. You're welcome to stay if you want and see how we finalize this, but I'm going to let counselors assess him and we'll come back and finalize things. So you're free to go if you would.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
The State of Ohio recalls Emily A. Smith, case number CRB 23627.
Your Honor, amended reads has a bed available Monday.
Monday, you said?
Monday, yes.
All right. So, Ms. Smith, I'm going to order you to mended reads. I think that's a good fit for you, but they don't have a bed available till Monday. So I think that's the best place for you to go. So I'll order you released on Monday. Why don't we just set, are you here Monday?
Yes.
That's the 5th. Is that right? Am I looking at No,
yeah.
I'm looking at February. Okay. I'm on a wrong month. So that's the 4th.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put it on the docket, but I'll go ahead and issue an order that should be released to mended reads. But I'll put it on the docket just to make sure that does happen. So another pretrial Monday at 10 o'clock, I'll release to mended reads upon availability of a bed. Mr. Stratton, anything else?
It's a sentencing, Your Honor.
Okay, sentencing. Yeah, we'll make it a sentencing. All right. We'll see you on Monday, Ms. Smith.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right.
State of Ohio versus Elizabeth Hoffman Howard, case number TRC 22-164A and B, TRC 19-3458A and B. Your Honor,
Your Honor, she's set for Monday, she's got to work, so she came and asked if it'd be set for today.
Okay. And this is on a review. I've got a report from Pat. It's a good report from Pat. It was scheduled for Monday, so you came in early, which is fine since you're interfered with your work schedule. I'll set your next hearing in April. We'll make it, is it better if it's Monday or Friday? Does it matter?
Friday, please.
Fridays are better?
Yes.
April the 12th, that's a Friday.
Your Honor, if I may, she was here when she was ordered to, Judge Tremaine ordered her to be here for community service, and she was here that day.
Okay, thank you for that. All right, April 12th, your next hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Brandon Pringle, case number CRB 2189.
All right, Shannon Pringle is here. This was set for review. She was late getting here. She's with TRT.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm sorry about that. We had an antifreeze leak on our car.
Oh, okay, so she's still in the groove.
Yes.
So it sounds like progress.
Yes, I think she's doing much better this time.
Okay,
She is back in inpatient, and she's compliant. She's doing very well.
Okay, very good. And she has stuff in common pleas too, or?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go out to May since you're also reporting to that court. Let's set it for May 10th. So a couple months from now.
Your Honor, her stuff in common pleas was dismissed to QRT.
Oh, okay. We'll do, is it appropriate then still to go to May, or?
Yes.
Okay. May the 10th will be your next hearing.
She comes to see me every week to check.
Very good. Keep up the good work.
State of Ohio versus Lakin C. Hall, case number CRB 2445.
And ma'am, are you Lakin C. Hall?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Hall, the allegation is that Perry Township on July 10th of 2023, you issued a check number 104 to South Point Food Fair for $126.94, knowing that it would be dishonored. So that's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. And it looks like you've already paid court costs, or is that the rest toward restitution?
I'm not sure which one it went to, Your Honor.
Okay, there was $120 paid today.
Yes.
Has the restitution already been paid to the food fair, or is this the?
When I had received the letter, I contacted the prosecutor and I talked to Jasmine. She told me to go to food fair, try to pay it. I went to food fair, try to pay it. They wouldn't take the money. I contacted Jasmine again. She told me to come in here and pay it.
Okay.
So she said that it might even be possible to have the charge drop where I've been attempting to pay it.
Your Honor, if I may, that $120, which was restitution, I thought she was gonna pay the total restitution. I added in, and she came back with $120.
Okay, so she's.
That's partial restitution.
She's a little short.
I have some more money in my pocket too.
Okay. How's the state want to proceed on this?
Well, we want to see it paid in full, the restitution part of it.
And court costs?
Yes.
If you pay the restitution and court costs, then it'll be dismissed.
Okay, that sounds good.
So that's going to be 125 plus the 126.94. Do you need some time to do that?
Yes, sir. About 2 weeks.
Let's set it out a month.
Yes, sir.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'll set it for arraignment then. That's the first hearing. I'll just call it the first hearing. But if you pay it by then, by April 1st, it'll just be dismissed. You don't have to even come back. So you got
Sounds great.
125, which is our court costs, plus the restitution, which is 126.94, and the clerk will send that on to food fair. So you pay it here, so there's a record of it, but the case will be dismissed if you do both of those things.
Okay.
In a month.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Lincoln, we need you on that other case too. What date are we coming back on that?
April 1st. So ma'am, if you don't get that done, you gotta come back April 1st. If you, I'm assuming you'll get it done by April 1st, but if you don't, you gotta come back and explain why not, otherwise you'll get a warrant for non-appearance.
Okay.
If you get it done, you don't have to come back, it'll be dismissed. If you haven't got it done, you gotta show back up.
That sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Paul N. Hart, case number CRB 2499. Paul Hart.
All right, this was a failure to confine a dog, but like the last one transferred from Chesapeake, I don't have any proof of service or notice to be here.
Your Honor, after that case was over, I looked at that a little bit more closely, and at the very bottom, it actually had a date on there of March the 4th on that other case. I don't know whether this is on this one too.
I don't see anything on this with the, it's got an identification, the date of birth. This has to be something Paul Hart, date of birth June of 70. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pass this for service. I don't see any proof of service.
State of Ohio versus Adam Reynolds, case number CRB 24100, CRB 23400. Adam Reynolds.
And sir, you're Adam Reynolds?
Yes.
You've got a new charge and an old charge. And you posted a bond, looks like. The new charge is a domestic violence complaint. Looks like you got a copy of that in your hand. Case number 24100. It alleges that on February 27th of this year in Union Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Jennifer Tillett, who's either a member of your family or household. That's a domestic violence charge, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
You understand your rights?
Yes.
How do you plead?
Not guilty.
And I've got Mr. Thompson was representing on case number 23400.
What's that one?
Aggravated menacing involving an Alicia Hall. Same date of birth on both people. It's alleged you didn't, on that case, you missed a pretrial on December the 11th of 23. A warrant got issued, and it looks like you posted a bond. Part of the reason for the bond was the warrant on this failure to appear.
I didn't even know that I needed to come.
Okay, well, you need to talk to Mr. Thompson about that. He's your lawyer. I'll appoint him to represent you on this new charge. Are you still unable to hire a lawyer?
Yeah, I can't hire a lawyer.
Are you working?
No.
All right. And you've given Mr. Thompson's contact information. I'll set both of these for March the 18th for a pretrial protection order requested.
Yes, Your Honor.
I kind of would like to have one from Jennifer. I don't want her back on my house. I don't want her back on my property. She wasn't even supposed to be there the day that this happened. She broke in my house while I was sleeping and stole all my clothes and ran.
Do you file charges?
No, I don't call the police for nothing.
Okay. Well, you have to, I'm ordering you to stay away from her. Is she in your
Absolutely.
house?
Huh?
Is she in your house?
She better not be. I'll have her arrested.
You didn't answer my question. Is she in your house?
I hope not. I don't know.
You're still not answering my question.
I don't know. I haven't been home.
Well, you have to stay away from her. Okay, I'm ordering you to stay away from her person.
Okay?
Has she lived at your house?
She has.
Okay.
She destroyed it.
Well, you have to stay away from her because I don't want there to be any further problems.
Can you order her to stay away from my house?
No, she's not here and she's not before the court. I can't order her to do anything.
So what do I have to do to make that happen?
Talk to your lawyer and file something to have her evicted or put out of the house. But you can't do it on your own. No breach of the peace.
So that's called like charges for her damaging the home?
Yes, you can do that. You'll need
She's
to
knocked
call-
7 windows out of my house.
Okay. Yes, you can file charges on that. You need to, was this in the village or outside the village?
Outside.
You'll need to call the sheriff's office then.
I think there is.
To make a report on that.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. Try to get in touch with Mr. Thompson. Maybe we need to come back earlier because of the situation. Let's come back on, I wonder if he's on the docket for Monday.
I can check, Your Honor.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
This is on the last. From transfer from
Chesapeake?
Chesapeake.
Yeah.
And this says, and I don't know whether he was received that or not, but March the 4th. And so was that one from earlier today. They both said March the 4th.
Doesn't exactly say he was served with this. Okay, that's fine. Let's put him on the docket then.
Your Honor, Mr. Thompson is here on March 4th.
Okay.
Monday.
And you can get an affidavit if this work was done in magistrate's court or mayor's court. Certifies that it was given registered. All right, so Mr. Reynolds, I'm going to change the hearing date because Mr. Thompson is going to be here Monday. So with the issues that looks like are going to be raised in this matter, I'd rather get you back in earlier than later.
Thank you.
So March the 4th is going to be your next hearing. That's a pretrial at 10 o'clock. And your bond is continued that you posted.
What about the one with Alicia Hall?
Yeah, I'm setting it then too.
Okay.
They're both set then. And I am ordering that you stay away from this
Absolutely.
Jennifer Tillett until Monday at least.
Forever.
Okay, that's your choice for the, I don't want there to be a problem over the weekend where somebody gets hurt.
There won't be.
Okay, we'll see you March 4th. I'm gonna text Mr. Thompson right now to let him know that your case is set for Monday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Monday is the 18th. There's also a transfer from mayor's court has already been. The transfers from mayor's court. Different person. It's already been done. But I really know how that works, how the transfer from mayor's court works. It's a transfer case from mayor's court to municipal court. It's usually done. Things go a lot better in mayor's court.
Okay, Mr. Reynolds is set for Monday at 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio recalls Dolores Hill, case number CRB 23568, CRB 23536.
Your Honor,
This represents Ms. Hill.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Ms. Hill, she called Prestera. She hasn't been to Prestera since before January 26th report. It's the last time she'd seen her doctor and was prescribed her medication that she's currently still taking. And she is due March 14th. So she doesn't have another appointment. I think it's in April. 14th.
I helped her call. They said that her next doctor's appointment was April 14th or April 11th.
Do you know when it is?
April 11th.
April 11th. And also she advised me that she's considering switching to Pathways because it's closer to where she lives in Kentucky. It's kind of a haul for her to get to Prestera. So it's not because she doesn't like the Prestera, it's just that she wants to get somewhere closer. So that may happen actually before she even has her next appointment.
We're not opposed to her switching to Pathways as long as she can get us reports. I guess they've gotten a little better recently. As far as that goes, we're fine with that.
Okay.
And with her due date being the 14th, we might have to set this out a little bit. And hopefully she has everything.
14th of
this month.
This month.
She's due in 2 weeks.
April 22nd.
And I would have a trial that week. I'm in trial on the 22nd.
The next week, 30th.
The 30th? Is that a Tuesday? Is that a holiday on the 29th?
I'm sorry, 29th.
29th, okay, 29th.
29th is the correct date.
Okay, April 29th works.
All right, April 29th will be the next hearing. Let's get a report on Pathways. Do you have a Kentucky medical card now, or?
I still have Medicare.
Medicare, okay.
Yeah, so they take that. They take the Medicaid.
Pathways.
Oh, Medicare, yes.
Okay.
10 a.m. Make sure you have reports. If you're still, yeah, if you're still pressed there, you can come back, make sure you have a report. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Wesley A. Earls at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2497, CRB 2488 A and B. Darren Korn is on deck at the Lawrence County Jail.
Your Honor, just while we wait, I'll let you know that Mr. Earls' mother's home is not available.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any possibility of, does Bennett Breeds have anyone here today? No.
They did.
Oh, maybe they do then, and they're out in the lobby. That might be a possibility.
He seems better today than his arraignment. I don't know, like.
And when I talked to him, he seemed better. He did state that he's been, I guess, compliant with medication, and about a week of that might be enough to help. I don't think it changes my underlying position at this point, though.
Okay.
But the question is whether he has to sit in jail while we attempt to get him an assessment or.
Please don't make me sit in jail. It's really hurting my head. It's making it a lot worse, please.
Right, I don't think it's a good location for him, but again, I don't know what our alternative is at this point.
Do you just need to get him assessed, Your Honor?
Yes.
Because I'm perfectly fine. I tried to tell the people that I was in trouble. I tried to ask for help, Your Honor, and then I called 911, and I felt like they weren't there for me, so I called the County 911, sir, and then I felt like they weren't there for me, so that is when I barricaded myself in my room. And that's when I barricaded myself in my apartment. I don't need any help to anymore. I take my medicine. I do what I'm supposed to do. This was all a last resort after calling for help.
At this point, Your Honor, again, my position is that we need to get him evaluated for ability to assist in defense. I think that's a definite at this point. I don't know that the jail is the proper place for him to be until then. I don't have a viable alternative to offer.
It's killing me. Did my mom answer the phone?
She did. Her home's not available, sir. She can't go there.
ARC has the new psychiatric hospital in Kentucky. I think that might probably be a good option for him. That is straight mental health.
Does ARC have anyone here?
I'm not psychotic. I called for help.
We're not suggesting you're psychotic, sir. There's just, we've got to find a place for you to go right now. And
my nurse support animal is at home. She's been at home for a week by herself without me. I had an ESA. She's been at home without me.
I don't know what an ESA is.
And emotional support animal.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Please.
If the state's not willing to allow him to return to his home, then I don't have a different option at this point. I don't know.
What does the state need to know that I will be anywhere? I called for help. I called 911.
That's not the issue, sir.
Does he have a caseworker now?
Do you have, I don't know, are you receiving services from any organization?
Yes, I go to, hold on, it's a speak, you have to, hold on, it's my head. I go to Shawnee, I go to Dr. Dowd, or I go to Shawnee, and I see.
Shawnee Mental Health?
Yes, I receive services. And I just didn't, I am learning, after I got shot a couple years ago. And so I am learning about PTSD, and I'm learning about triggers, and I'm learning about what happens to me and what I go through and how to, I'm learning. This has all been a new road for me, a very long road for me. And I apologize, and I don't mean anyone any harm.
Okay, that's enough, sir. That's enough. Hang on just a second.
Can you contact Shawnee and see if they have any services that would assist him on an outpatient basis?
Your Honor, Deputy Mullins is here and knows a little bit about this situation, a lot, I think, about this situation. And he's voiced some concerns about his actual ability to carry out some of these threats, that it could possibly be something that he can physically do. He's also...
Sir, please don't speak right now.
He's also a veteran.
I'm sorry.
He's what?
He's a veteran.
Okay.
So maybe the VA might be the answer.
That may be, that's something I hadn't looked at.
Okay, so if you can contact Shawnee and Ms. Rayburn at the Veterans Administration and see if we can.
I don't, do you have a name of somebody at Shawnee? Because rather than just calling and saying, hey, I talked to somebody,
I talked to Kayla. My doctor's name is Kayla.
do you have a last name for that doctor?
I do know her.
Okay, that gives me a starting point.
Have you ever gotten any services from the Veterans Administration? Have you ever got any services from the Veterans Administration?
No, sir. They said that I'm only allowed to receive services when I'm suicidal or when I'm suicidal and something else, but
I'll make some calls and I would ask you to just have this recalled again, Your Honor.
Okay, we're looking for places to help you, so.
Okay, so what can I ask you one more thing, please? The only thing that's tearing me apart is my dog, I got her instead of the gun.
I'm gonna do what I can do about this, sir. Just hang tight. We'll get you back in here as soon as we can, okay?
I want my dog to be safe.
I understand that, sir. I'm gonna do everything I can for you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll recall you later in the docket.
State of Ohio recalls Darren Korn at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2496A and D, CRB 23761, and Wesley Earl will be on deck.
All right, Mr. Korn was getting an assessment from Bethesda.
We can take him today, and I believe there's an ankle monitor available.
All right, I'm going to order Mr. Korn released to Bethesda for inpatient services with GPS. And then we'll come back for a pretrial and.
Judge?
Yes.
I think he has a hearing scheduled in 2 weeks, the 15th.
The 15th, that would be appropriate time frame. So this new case will also be set that day. You're not to contact Ms. Bolden in any way, right? No?
We'll supervise everything.
Okay. There is a protection order issued. See you on the, now, when you go to treatment, you got to do what they tell you, when they tell you to do it, how they tell you. Don't be disruptive. I just yanked somebody out of Bethesda recently because they had a big attitude trying to foment a rebellion like the Cain Mutiny with the other folks that are there. That ain't gonna happen. You'll go to jail if that happens. You understand? So you gotta do what you're ordered to do when you're ordered to do it. Okay, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany Gonzalez, case number CRB 23718.
Correct, case for trial.
To suspend the time. Are you okay with that? Yeah. Your Honor, we'll plead to the theft today, plead guilty to the theft. Just ask for standard probation and suspended time.
All right, is that correct, Ms. Gonzalez? You wish to
Yes, sir.
enter a guilty plea?
Yes.
All right, well, my standard procedure on these is to where you go to do a urine screen before I sentence you, so.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Cooper, and we'll get that done, and you'll come back, and then I'll sentence you after I get the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
This gentleman right here. Is he on the card?
State of Ohio versus Cecil R. Gordon, case number CRB 23719. Cecil Gordon.
Will we approach Your Honor?
Yes. I thought I'd seen that.
So here's the deal with
All right, this case will be recalled later in the docket. We've got some other cases of yours to resolve
Yeah.
now, so we'll go, then you can go.
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Lee Kip, case number CRB 23-211 and CRB 21-914.
$100 payment Monday.
He's paying on restitution, Your Honor, and he would have a $100 payment for Monday.
How's things going here? Good? Sir.
Okay, my take on this is he's made some progress. He had a little backslide back in December. Things are going better now, but he's still working on stuff.
Yes, sir. Going in the right direction.
Good.
Yeah, it's a good report, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll just go out maybe 6 weeks for the next hearing.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So that's going to be 12th of April.
Yep, that'll work.
April 12th will be Pittsburgh, next hearing, 10 o'clock for pre-trial.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Keep working.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kristen and Preston, case number TRC 171120, A and B.
Not done yet?
I'm switching jobs, that way
Ms.
I'm
Preston was
not
supposed to
working
do
on
5 days of community service before her hearing, before her sentencing hearing.
And she's done how many? None?
I still need to do my 5 days, but I just recently quit my old job that way, because like before I was working, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. and I mean, I'm getting too old for it. I've been completely exhausted, so I've switched jobs. I got everything set up in Proctorville, so I can do my community service there, so I'm ready to get it done.
I've not done one for any of
Did you talk to Mr. Cooper about doing it in Proctorville?
Yeah, I did last time. Last time I was here.
No.
Okay.
I've not been asked nothing about it.
I want you to take a break and go talk with Mr. Cooper, and then we'll come back.
Go talk to him.
State of Ohio recalls Tiffany Gonzalez, case number CRB 23718.
All right, Ms. Gonzalez, where are you getting your buprenorphine?
I go to Fresh Start in Grayson.
Okay, so it is prescribed.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and, anything else you want to tell me before I send you? Mr. Stratton?
No, nothing else, Your Honor.
Okay, $100 fine, court costs, 10 days in jail, suspended. Where you stay out of Walmart. 30 hours of community service, 2 years of level 5 probation. Review hearing is August 30th of this year. So get things finished before then, which you should. You don't have to come back, otherwise you gotta be here for a check-in on August 30th at 9 o'clock, or you get a warrant if you haven't.
Okay, so that's 30 hours community service. How does that work?
Go check in with Mr. Major about your
Work
probation.
with probation. They'll work with you on that.
Okay.
Go to probation, and then I'll be right out and walk outside.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Nathaniel C. Thacker, case number CRB 23651.
Hey, just say yes. That's seems like it's an ongoing thing. It's going to continue for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect, Your Honor.
Yeah. He said Pat. He said Pat. Okay, it's a good report. He's paid the costs.
Your Honor, I think his services at PATH are going to be a long-term, ongoing thing. So I don't think there's a completion date for PATH.
Why don't we do this, go out another 90 days or so, and if there's no further problems, we get another good report from Pat, I'll be okay with it being dismissed.
The last time I was here, you said it
Yeah.
was dismissed the
Yeah.
last 2 times.
That's just, I understand what the court wants to do. That last time we were here, that's what we had agreed to at this point. And
Well, the reason I'm changing is because they seem to indicate he needs ongoing care.
that's,
And I'd like to see that continue.
Okay.
Rather than just drop off.
all right, so.
What was the plan?
Or we can just set it for a trial, if you want.
No, Your Honor.
I think it's just what he should do. I'd like to see him continue. I'm not gonna be going with him every time,
Yeah.
standing over his shoulder, but, come back in 3 months, show me that he continued to do this.
We're fine
Everything's
with-
still good.
We're fine with that, Your Honor. Just understand that there won't be a letter that says he's completed PATH.
I understand.
Okay.
But it sounds like
One
this
more
would be
time.
something that he could benefit from doing on a regular basis.
I go every Friday.
Yeah.
That's his intention to continue this.
Okay, well, that's just, I want to make sure you do that, and I think it will help you. So let's come back June 3rd. What's better for you, Mr. Thacker? Monday?
Fridays.
Fridays?
Yep.
Okay, that would be June 7th.
So we'll be real good at this. I appreciate it.
And I'll make a note, dismiss if no further problems and good reports. Good,
Thank you.
a report.
Thank you.
Federal highway calls Kristen Preston, case number TRC 171120.
Your Honor, if I may, I apologize. She did speak to me about doing community service and property at her last court hearing. I told her who to contact. She's just asking for more time to get it done.
All right, April 1st.
Yeah, right.
Our next hearing, 10 o'clock, let's get it done.
Yep. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Brittany Eplin, case number CRB 23589.
Mr. Morfer's case, pre-trial. She's at Bethesda.
Did that one? You got it back. I didn't do what? They said. Should have. There. They're in charge.
Sounds like there's a lot of stuff still to work on here.
There
but
is. Yes, sir.
Some progress, I would still say. Okay. Well, this is something you need to get right. You're very young. How old are you?
They're 23, turning 24 in March.
That's very young. You have kids?
I just have a daughter.
Okay. How old is she?
She's 8.
8?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you're doing here with this getting in treatment recovery, that's the most important thing you could possibly do for her and yourself.
Yes, sir.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And if there's people holding you back from recovery, for your sake and your daughter's, you need to get them out of your life.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's come back in another month. April 1st.
And Your Honor, I'd like to say for the record that we are pleased that she's still in the program. We want her to do better. We've made no commitment as to how we want to resolve the case. So if she does better, that's going to help convince us of how we should resolve this case.
She also has common pleas, Judge. Eyes on her.
Okay. Well, this is super important then.
Never mind, Judge.
That's not
They
true.
stuck a wrong
Okay.
thing in
April
my...
1st will be next hearing.
Sorry,
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Ellis Smith, case number CRB 2452. Ellis Smith.
All right, Mr. Warford's case.
Can you subpoena or something? The deputy sheriff arrested me? I can't hear it. Okay, sorry.
Your Honor, I have a report that was emailed to me earlier this morning from Eleanor Health. Excuse me, it's really hard to read, it says small. Mr. Smith began receiving outpatient services at Eleanor Health, Akron on 5/24/23. You have completed 20 appointments and your next appointment is scheduled for 3/15/2024. You are currently prescribed 3 different meds, Judge. All of these have the effect intended on his mental health. They've all been prescribed for more than 90 days, but have not been titrated, but have been titrated in the last 40 days. That's signed, it's like Reva Banks, APRN from Eleanor Health.
So are you living in Akron?
No, it's a Zoom, a doctor that I have on Zoom, and
How'd you pick them?
for my Suboxone is what it was initially for, but they have me on psych med, Lexapro, and hydrocortisone it was, and it affected what I was doing that day where I was at, and I thought I was in Ashland Walmart. I didn't even know I was in South Point. It's just
Were you treating with this
Eleanor
outfit out of Akron before, or how'd you get?
I've been with them forever. I mean, it's
Okay,
probably
so you had
like
a long-term relationship.
yes, sir. And they got a psychiatric part of it also, and medicine just affected the way I was done. And I got a deputy sheriff that arrested me that I was going to try summons or whatever in here to over my the way I was that day, basically. Because I was plumb out of it. I didn't even know I was in South Point, like, or whatnot.
All right, Mr. Hill, how's the state want to proceed?
Well, I believe we've presented discovery back on February the 14th. So I guess we were expecting to know whether they wanted to move forward towards a trial or whether there was going to be a plea of guilty to the charge. If he were to plead guilty to the charge, Your Honor, we would want him to, number one, stick with whatever treatment that he has and make reports to the court about those things. Some community service and a suspended jail sentence and a fine if he wants to do that, or we could be ready for a trial.
Do you want to mention this? I'm sorry? Judge, could you recall this? I'd like to have a chance to talk to him. I can't hear
This
him.
case will be recalled later after Mr. Wolford's had a chance to talk with Mr. Smith.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Thank
State of Ohio recalls Cecil R. Gordon, case number CRB 23719.
All right, Mr. Gordon is present in court now with his counsel, Mr. Schreck.
Yes. Your Honor, as you can see, he's bandaged up and stuff, and had some
I do see that.
burn injuries. At this time, we're going to plead guilty to the theft charge, ask that he be given the same as Mrs. Gonzalez was. And I understand that you might want to test him, but
Yes.
I would assume there'll be
Is he
something.
taking any pain meds now?
Are you taking pain meds?
They ran out today. I got an appointment over there, but no, I'm not.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go do a urine screen, then I'll send you after I get the results.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Patrick Bradshaw, case number CRB 2435.
All right, Patrick Bradshaw is on, actually, would be a citizen, I think. He's been at ODP as an inpatient.
Yes, Your Honor. He graduates from our program on March the 7th, and he's going to be continuing with outpatient at House of Grace.
That's in Huntington.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has been compliant with our program the whole time.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Bradshaw, is there, I think I'll just go ahead and finish your sentencing today. Is there anything you want to tell me, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, it looks like after a kind of rough start, you're doing well now.
Yes.
Okay, what's the plan when you leave OVP? Where are you going to go then?
I'm going to go back home, but I'm going to see, go to House of Grace for treatment and I see a therapist there once a week.
And is that Bradley Road? Is that where you?
No, I'm a couple blocks down from there now. I'm at Westmoreland Estates.
Okay. And then I had like 2930 Auburn Road?
Yes, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, apartment 9.
All right, I'll go ahead and send you, I'll impose a $100 fine and court costs, 30 days in jail suspended. I'll order you to complete OVP, which you're almost completed, and to do outpatient with House of Grace as part of your sentence. Uh, 30 hours of community service. And I'll set a review hearing for you April 5th, so I want to see how you're doing after you've transitioned out of OVP.
Okay.
So that's at 9 o'clock on April 5th, so you want to write that down? You have to come back here then.
Okay, community service, how would I?
Mr. Cooper will talk to you about that.
Okay.
Well, I guess you'll see Mr. Major then. You just make sure you'll need to talk to them about their probation. You'll be on probation. I'll make it 2 years of level 4 probation. And, yeah, order you to stay out of Walmart too. Any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Check in about your probation, then you're free to go.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Ellis Smith, case number CRB 2652.
Okay, this is a recall after Mr. Norfolk was going to talk to Mr. Smith.
We have a change of plea, Your Honor.
Okay.
You're guilty.
Is that correct, Mr. Smith?
Yes, sir.
All right, I want you to do a urine screen too. So let's get a urine screen, see where we are, and come back and I'll finish your sentencing then.
Good night.
State of Ohio versus Travis L. Salyer, case number CRA 22791, CRA 22418, CRB 22420. Travis Salyers. It's a preliminary.
He's been pretty good about coming.
He was here.
Okay.
He's here.
Okay, go on to another case.
State of Ohio versus Branson Johnson, case number CRB 21795. Branson Johnson, Mr. Steyer's case.
Mr. Steyer. Preliminary hearing.
Hang on. Your Honor, I'm on the phone with Shawnee Mental Health.
Okay, we'll recall.
I'd like to have my case recalled. Thank you.
Yes.
State of Ohio recalls Cecil R. Gordon, case number CRB 23719. Cecil Gordon.
Okay. We have the same results she did.
Okay.
All right, anything else you want to relate to the court?
No, Your Honor.
$100 fine on court costs, 10 days in jail suspended, 30 hours community service, and 2 years of level 5 probation. August 30th, review hearing, 9 a.m. Stay out of Walmart.
Yes, Your Honor. Go.
See you again with Mr. Major back in probation.
Go to probation. Yeah, they'll work with you on that.
State of Ohio versus Darrell L. Runyon, case number CRB 23529.
All right, Darrell Runyon was set for a bond forfeiture. I'll have her for Mr. Sowers. I'll text him and we'll recall. I think his wife's in the hospital.
She is, Your Honor. I did hear about that yesterday.
Okay, let's just continue it to March 15th then, for bond forfeiture.
I'll move on. State of Ohio versus Haley Early, case number CRB 2480. This was set for
She never showed up.
She never reported to OVP, Your Honor. She did call in and say that her children were sick, and then she called back again and said she wasn't going to make it in time, but she still never showed up when she said she was going to, so.
All right, I'll, notify Mr. Sowers and we'll set a bond revocation for March 15th.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think we already issued the warrant for it. March 15th, bond forfeiture.
State of Ohio versus Crystal McMillan, case number CRB 16688. Crystal McMillan. Crystal McMillan.
Okay, this had been set for a review hearing. Looks like January the 18th was the last hearing. You still have community service and fines and costs and now warrant fees.
Okay, I can pay that off today if I need.
What about your community service?
I'll get it done. I just need a little bit more time.
You have a bond up, so
Yes, I'll
should have
definitely
been
get
set
it
for
done.
bond forfeiture hearing, but it wasn't. Okay, I'll set it for April 1st for a review. Well, let's make it, let me see, let me post this. Yeah, it should be a sentencing. So she has a bond up. So you kind of got by with that, because Mr. Sowers would come and fetch you if he knew you didn't appear and had a warrant. So you got to show up when you're ordered, or unless you want to have a surprise visit to the jail.
No.
Okay. Get this done and quit worrying about it. You got community service, pay off your bench warrant fee,
How much is that?
$50.
Okay,
You got a lot of community service to do though.
I know.
Get that done. April 1st is your next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Branson Johnson, case number CRB 21795.
Your Honor, my name appeared on that file on the docket, but I wasn't aware of it. It looked like it might be a post-conviction matter,
I think it is.
and I don't believe I've been reappointed.
Yeah, it actually was a review, so it wasn't your.
Okay.
So there will be a bench warrant for failure to appear. You were not actively represented anymore.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus recalls Jonathan Jones, case number CRB 22686, CRA 22685, CRA 23679.
This is a preliminary hearing, Mr. Stiers' case.
Admitted reads. He's an outpatient admitted reads. I don't know if they provided a report today.
Yeah, with Cassie.
And there was someone here earlier that isn't here now?
I can step out and call them, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Do you need the file?
No.
Okay, thank you. We'll recall after we get the report from in the room.
Thanks.
State of Ohio recalls Travis L. Salyers, case number CRA 22791, CRA 22418, CRA 22420.
It's Mr. Morgan's case.
Good.
He should be outpatient with OVP.
Yep.
Sorry, Your Honor, they did provide me with a verbal report today reporting that he is compliant with all of his treatment requirements and urine drug screen requirements.
Very good. What's the state's position on this? He's got two felony matters pending. Both are 22 cases.
And where is he in treatment? What's he doing now?
At ODP Health Outpatient on 20th Street.
Well, he's been at this for quite some time, and I guess he's continuing to be successful in his
He is.
recovery. if the court felt that he recovered and complied sufficiently, we would agree that maybe it's time to conclude these cases.
Now, there is a misdemeanor complicity with theft. And that was,
He pled to that on January 23rd of '23.
okay, so that just needs to be sentenced.
Yeah. Other than that, we feel like he's done very well.
He has, with some, I remember at the beginning, you weren't too happy with probably me or whatever the situation, but you're doing well now, and you gotta keep doing them.
Yeah,
Right? You got little babies, I remember, right?
5 of them.
Okay, but I mean, a really young one too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dismiss your felonies, so that's 22,791 and 22,418. Then I'll go ahead and sentence you on the misdemeanor. So, on the misdemeanor, and those are, the felonies are being dismissed because you did the treatment in lieu. Okay, so the only thing we have left is 22,420.
I thought he being sentenced on, no.
That's a
You're
felony.
right.
That's dismissed. Anything you want to tell me, Mr. Sowers, before I sentence you on this case?
To be honest, I appreciate the push.
I'm glad it's worked out.
Thank you.
I just say this. I mean, I'm still going to follow you because I've got this to watch for a little while. But I hope, and I think this is where we are, I hope you've internalized this, that you're going to be able to push yourself from now on. You have to motivate yourself to make this work.
Yeah.
For yourself, your family, all those kids you got, that baby. I mean, you've got a lot of reasons to stay clean.
I do.
So, you can, we know you can do it. You just got to do it. Okay? So on the theft, basically, I'll impose a $100 fine, court costs, 10 days in jail, suspended, 30 hours community service, 2 years of level 5 probation, which is not as reporting as some of the others. And I want to see you, I'm going to make it a couple months out, because I always want to check on you, make sure how you're doing. So let's make it May 3rd. Will be your review hearing.
Okay.
You gonna do that at 9, Judge?
Yes, May 3rd at 9 o'clock. Check in with Mr. Major, and then you're free to go. Congratulations. It's been a lot of work, but you've done it.
Thank you.
Good job.
You're welcome.
So I can do the community service and the fines. Like,
Yes.
I can go ahead and start on that.
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Ronald Ferguson, case number PRC 23-923, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, he is still in compliance with OVP in Proctorville. We didn't receive a report today, though, with his drug screen, so I had him do one today, and he did test positive for alcohol.
Yeah. She
So-
shouldn't, right?
Right, I'm going to report that to OVP so that they are aware of that.
Okay, so we're going to continue. I think we need to come back. It's not a sentencing, but I want to get.
I've got another appointment with him on the 15th, and that was on my own behalf. He said I could come see him every 6 months, and I told him I'd rather come see him on a monthly basis if possible. So the 15th of every month is when I have been going to see him.
Let's come back April 1st.
Okay.
April 1st for sentencing.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Kara Hearn, case number CRB 2381. Kara Hearn.
We kind of figured she might not be here, so.
Correct, Your Honor.
She has a bond, I believe, so it's.
Do so much for people. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
She does.
Or is her husband, because it's your fault? Well, it's his fault, but it's his fault, yes.
So we'll set her bond forfeiture March 15th when we set those others.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Colleen L. Bryant, case number CRB 23657.
Yes. Thank you.
So, Your Honor, it is not a good report, but as you're probably aware, she has an ongoing children's services case. She also has a full-time job that she's been working. So I asked for another opportunity to do outpatient and to be better.
What's the state's position?
This report, I can imagine how it's going to be received by Children's Services as far as whether she's making progress towards getting her children back. It's probably not going to be looked at very well. judge in the probate court is probably not going to approve of either, and as I'm sure Your Honor does not. If the agency has some other idea about, whether residential treatment is appropriate, it may be time for that.
We had suggested that, had been made a recommendation on her LOC evaluation, and she had refused. She had agreed to increase her care to level 2.1 and increase her groups.
And that hasn't worked.
Excuse me?
That has not worked.
Correct.
Where are the children?
Oh, with my parents.
So
With
that's-
her parents.
Okay. Well, do you want to talk, Mr. Stratton?
Your Honor, I think we should give her one more opportunity on outpatient, but if, I think that's what she wants to do too. I think there's some job considerations there.
Where does she work?
It's called Circulo.
What's the name of it?
Circulo.
Circular?
Circulo.
Circular.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I work with DODD,
What's that?
people that have like disabilities and behavioral.
Do they know you're taking meth?
No, sir. Like it's,
I wouldn't think they would want you there working with people if they knew you're
I just
consuming
started.
methamphetamine. I would think that's contraindicated. Would you be dirty today if I gave you a screen?
I'm not sure. I
Do a
shouldn't
screen,
be.
see where you are.
yes, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Wesley A. Earls at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 2497, CRB 2488, A and B.
All right, Mr. Steyer has been representing Mr. Earls and has been doing some research.
Yes, Amanda Rayburn was not able to confirm that Mr. Earls is a veteran. She'd have to actually speak to him and get some further information to be able to do that. That's nothing we could get done before Monday. At this point, though, Ms. Dalrymple has gotten a hold of ARC, and they have opened a new facility in the old Bellefonte Hospital over in Kentucky.
I've actually toured it.
Okay.
When they was getting close to being finished, it wasn't open yet, but it's been,
They may be able to take Mr. Earls, but the soonest they could do that would be tomorrow, and they'd have to do about an hour-long assessment with him.
They can do that at the jail, though. They can call the jail.
So what I'd like to do is, at this point, first just set this thing for Monday, with the understanding that if he gets into ARC, he'd not need to appear, but we can just find that out.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So that's going to be the issue. He will need transportation. They will not come and pick him up. So he will need transportation from the jail to ARC. And they said that they are only a 7-day facility. So if he is stable enough, he would need a plan in place to be able to release, like permission to go back to his house if he's stable enough by then. If not, they are willing to send him to a more acceptable level of care at a hospital.
Also, connected to that, Miss Rayburn, wherever he ends up, if he ends up at ARC, Miss Rayburn can get there and do the assessment next week to see if he qualifies for some sort of veteran services. I spoke to Shawnee. They just weren't able to give me much in the way of help. They said that they didn't believe that it was good for him to be in the jail, but the best, that as far as a place to go with him, they had somebody who was like a week and a half out. So that was gonna be further down the road. So I think at this point, this ARC plan, for its failings, which is I don't have any way to get him there, if they can take him. So that's the next issue.
We've got a volunteer in the back of the court.
Do we?
I'll take him.
Okay, so we have that taken care of then. I would ask to set this for Monday. I'd ask for an OR bond to be sent with, the proviso that he only, well, I guess we wouldn't say to ARC, but be released only to, I'm sorry, your name, I'm sorry.
Kim.
Only to Kim.
Well, we're not gonna do that till Monday anyway, right?
Well, no, we can.
They have a bed
They have a bed available tomorrow.
Okay.
And if we wait till Monday, that bed may not be available.
And I'll be in Florida Monday, so,
You're willing to take him tomorrow?
yeah, I'll take him to ARC tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Hill?
Well, we'd want to know that that facility is secure.
Well, it's probably not a secure facility, it's a hospital of some kind. We're not talking about Star or a jail.
It's a, I'm
Your
pretty
Honor,
sure.
if I may, it's a lockdown facility.
He may have to work to get out from what I saw when I went there.
Okay, I mean, I haven't been there, but I just wasn't figuring it was what,
I'm not gonna say it's impossible for him to get out, but it's pretty, I think it's gonna be pretty well supervised.
Pretty rough.
So that's what I would suggest we do, and if he's in ARC, we can find that out Monday, if he's not here, and then from there, make a decision what we're gonna do longer term.
Okay, I'll issue an order today that Mr. Earls can be released on a $2,500 OR bond to Ms. Gabbard only for transportation to ARC today, and that his case be set for another pretrial on March the 4th, and he is required to be here, or be at the jail, or be at ARC. Those are the three places allowed to be on that day. It's more of a monitoring hearing rather than him. I prefer that he's at ARC, he doesn't come here.
Right,
So
yeah, but
we will verify that with ARC. So,
What would you like for me to tell them about if he can be released after 7 days, is he permitted to go back, or would we rather him be sent somewhere else?
Well,
I think we need their input on that.
yeah, let's see where that stands, and also, I'm gonna also follow up again with Ms. Rayburn now that, once I know he's at ARC, I'll follow up with Ms.
What
Rayburn.
about the dog? We need somebody to check.
Well, what I have for that is he believes his sister will take care of that. He doesn't know his sister's phone number. It's in his phone, but he's given me his mother's phone number. I've asked her for the sister's phone number.
Okay.
His keys, the apartment is locked. His keys are at the jail. So I would have to get someone at the jail to release his keys to his sister so she can go pick the dog up.
Do you need an order to that effect?
That actually might not be a bad idea.
Can you prepare that?
I can.
Thank you. He's talking.
We don't have any sound. We can't hear you, sir. Can you raise your hand if you can hear us?
Yeah.
And Your Honor, the ARC said that the assessment would take about an hour.
There's an officer there that asked me if Sheila could watch my dog. I was just afraid that my dog was going to die because I was having a breakdown and didn't know who to
I don't know who Sheila is.
Anybody can watch my dog, and feed and water my dog, as long as my dog is safe and I can come home.
I get that, but I don't. Do you know who do you know who Sheila is, or a phone number for Sheila?
I can't hear anything.
Well, you're talking, that's why you can't hear it.
They turned it up and I can hear it.
Who is Sheila?
Sheila is the neighbor downstairs. Sheila is the neighbor behind me who loves my dog very much. I just didn't know if I could trust her.
Does she have a key to your apartment, is the next question.
I don't know, but Clarence does. Clarence is like.
Well, who's Clarence?
Clarence is the maintenance man of the property.
Do you know Clarence's phone number?
No, but Sheila does.
Do you know Clarence's last name?
No.
Do you know Sheila's last name?
Weber. Sheila Weber.
What's the name of the apartment complex?
What's the name of the apartment complex?
Greenwich Apartments.
Greenwoods?
Greenwich.
Greenwich, sorry.
Greenwich Townhomes or Greenwich Apartments.
Is that on Brown Street here in Chesapeake?
The Brown Street apartments are different. These are the ones down near the Acres property.
I don't know what that means.
Halfway down Brown Street, Your Honor.
It's close to the Brown Street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some people call it Greenwich Village.
Yes.
Now, your sister, what's your sister's name?
My sister's name is April Dawn Earls.
Where does she live?
I believe she lives in South Point. I've not got to go to her new house, but I know that in my times of trouble, my sister has been there before.
I don't have a phone number for her is the issue right now.
I understand.
So
It's always my dog being.
I'm gonna take every step I can to get somebody to take care of your dog. I mean, right now, I've got a bunch of very tenuous routes to go, but I'm gonna go down these routes and see what I can figure out.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Go to this place. It's the old Bellefonte Hospital in Ashland. Is where you're going to go. Get treated and get better, and we'll see you in the future. Back in court.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're done.
Could you
Yes.
call those people and tell them to ask them to go ahead and do that?
That finishes up at the jail.
Do you need to
Okay, they're finished.
Next hearing is March.
Okay, great.
State of Ohio versus Haley Blake, case number CRB 23760.
Your Honor, Haley is also still compliant with OVP in Huntington. She has attended all of her individual sessions, and she is also compliant with her drug screens, and she provided one here today.
Okay. Let's come back. April the 15th. So you're making progress. Your screen's much better than when you first came.
Yeah.
Good.
We even moved out of the apartment and we got a house now, so, yeah.
Better environment.
Most definitely.
See you April 15th.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Colleen Bryant, case number CRB 23657.
See the result?
I have not, Your Honor.
She's still positive for methamphetamine. So my feeling is you need to go inpatient. And I think not only for this case, you got a case in common pleas concerning your children. You need to convince the judge down there that you're serious about getting in recovery. I don't see it yet.
I don't think there's any other option but to go inpatient. Court is
How do you pay for medical services? Got a medical card?
Yes, sir.
Ohio? You been an inpatient before?
I did the,
Are you speaking of residential, sir?
Yes.
No, that's,
what was it?
it's 2.1, he's talking about 2.5.
Not at like the 3.5 now.
We do not offer residential.
Okay, let's try hometown. Do you need to assess her, or have you heard enough?
I just need to do a little assessment.
Okay. Go do a little assessment and come back and we'll finalize things.
State of Ohio recalls Ellis Smith, case number CRB 2452.
All right, his screen is appropriate, assuming you're getting, you said you're getting prescriptions for buprenorphine.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me before I finalize things?
Well, I'm sorry I have to be here today in front of you. I didn't mean for this to happen, but the other thing about it, I've heard you was giving everybody else community service or whatever. I work 6 days a week down here at Ex-Cal Tools, South Point.
Well, we actually have community service available 7 days a week now, so.
Okay.
You can do it on Sunday. Is that the only day you're off?
Yeah, I got 4 kids at home.
Well, you can do it at the dog pound in Ironton, but you have to make an appointment to do it there. You can't just walk in. You've got to call ahead and schedule it. But that's a way of getting it done on Sundays.
Okay.
Anything else you want to tell me?
No, sir. No, sir. I'm wasting more of your time.
Okay, this is 2452. I'll pay a $100 fine, court costs. $10 days in jail. 10 days suspended, 5 days community service, order to stay out of Walmart, 30 hours community service, review hearing August 30th. If you get everything finished by then, you don't have to show up. If you haven't finished it, you got to show up. If you don't show up, you get a warrant for not appearing or doing what you were ordered to do.
Yes, sir.
You check in with Mr. Major about your probation, and then you're free to go after that.
Thank you.
The next hearing's at 9.
All right.
Thank you,
Have a
Judge.
good day, Earl.
State of Ohio versus Andrew Carr, case number CRB 2470.
All right, Your Honor, so Andrew did complete our residential program, and then he continued to follow up with Tri-State Addiction Recovery Resources. He didn't provide a report today, so we had him to do a drug screen, and I believe he failed it for morphine.
Yes.
But he was asking if he could switch over to OVP, so if you would be in agreement with that, I could get him scheduled with us instead.
Okay, I think that is appropriate. And where do you live, Mr. Paul?
In Huntington.
Where?
247 West 8th Avenue, Huntington.
Gotcha. So the closest OVP facility, you're getting ready to open one in the West End, right? But it's not open.
Well, no, we're not opening that one. We just got approved to open a 3.1 level where the recovery center is. We're just going to add on to that.
Okay. That's at, where,
He would be going to the OVP Health in 20th Street.
20th Street, okay, you can get there, okay?
Yes, sir.
And they offer transportation if not, so.
Okay. Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Right across the street at Precision Components and Machine.
Okay. So you can get here any day?
Yes, sir.
I want to see you back on March 22nd, 3 weeks. And I want a good screening.
Yes, sir.
Get with OVP for follow-up here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Chad Sheets, case number CRB 18729.
This is set for sentencing. Mr. Sheets, are you supposed to be paying off your fine and doing your community service?
Yes, sir. Your Honor, if I may, I have a note. Mr. Sheets was ordered on January 26th to be here on January 27th by Judge Tremaine. He was not here that day and has not been here for community service.
What say you, Mr. Sheets?
Because I don't have my license and I gotta depend on somebody to take me, and somebody says they'll bring me, and then when it's time, they never show up.
Where do you live?
Gallipolis.
Well, you can do community service in Gallipolis.
Yeah, they only do it, I called and they said they only do it maybe one hour a week.
Well, you can go to jail. That's easy. Do you want to go to jail?
No.
You had 17 days suspended.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to find you in contempt for not doing what Judge Cremines ordered you to do. I'm going to send you to 1 day in jail. And then I'll give you a new review hearing date of April 1st. Get this done. It's been too long.
Sir. Can I call my wife? She doesn't worry.
We'll get her notified.
State of Ohio recalls Crystal McMillan, case number CRB 16688.
Crystal McMillan has a bond. It's been called for, hasn't appeared. Was she here? She was here earlier, right? Or not? I think of a different person.
I don't think she was here.
Okay. All right. I'll notify Mr. Sowers she hasn't appeared. Set her for bond forfeiture March 15th. Well, I think she was here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was here. She's the one that came in. I gave her another chance, so I canceled that. There should not be a bond. There should not be a warrant issued. I already saw her. I remember that when I saw the 54 hours community service. So she should be on the docket for April 1st for sentencing.
State of Ohio versus Jonathan Jones, case number CRB 22686, CRA 22685, CRA 23679.
Can you hang on just 1 minute, please? I'm sorry, I got Art on the phone.
Okay.
I'm called back into the courtroom. Hang on just a moment, please.
Your Honor, has he been to?
Okay, so I got a hold of Mended Reeds. He was inpatient. He went inpatient on January 6th, left against staff advice on January 4th, and they have not seen him since then. He never did any outpatient services.
I did Callie, I went and seen her and did my first urine test with her and everything.
When?
January 15th, it was her, I know she's new at it, but
So it's been
26th, 20 years old before his fourth quarter.
All right, so
Last one.
I don't think he is set up right now the way he needs to be. What I'd like to ask, this is a felony that's been kept in this court. What I'd like to ask is that we set this thing on a relatively short time frame, maybe next Friday, with the understanding that I don't know if Minted Reads will even take him back, or if we need to get him somewhere else, but I think come back here Friday with him set up somewhere and doing whatever they're telling him to do.
Because Callie was, sorry, I should have.
Kind of disappointed. I did have a report when he was there, but I don't have any report from Minted Reads that he left.
Yeah, they confirmed that he left on January 4th.
And that's, the idea that a report wasn't sent, I mean, I speak to this, I've never had that problem with Minted Reads in the past, so I think just don't talk to
Their
her.
issue lately, they have 2 court liaisons. One recently quit, and Brandon is the other one. His wife just had an emergency C-section yesterday. So they haven't been available to be in the court yesterday or today. But I can have Charlie send something over in writing to John.
What's the state's position on this? This is a felony.
If they can get him in a different program or something suitable.
Well, he left RRS before too.
Yeah.
That happened in November.
In that instance, Your Honor, I will say, I believe he went from RRS straight to, I think, Minted Reads at that point.
Yeah, I went on mine.
And so that was, and we had an issue with that at the time, and I explained to him, you have to stay where the court has you. But that wasn't an issue where he left and just didn't get further treatment. We have sort of a different situation here. Again, I'm going to ask for a week to 2 weeks to try to get this, to right this boat and see if we can keep things going. I'm not asking to drag this out forever without some positive results.
Okay,
Bethesda,
deciding that, I'd like for him to do urine screen.
Bethesda's able to take him immediately, so that may solve that issue pending the urine screen.
Let's do a urine screen and see what it shows.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jared Nance, on recall.
He did not check in, Your Honor.
Case number TRC 22-812-8Z.
All right, this was set for review. There was a thought that he might be coming late. He's not, he hasn't shown up, and it's after 12 now, so there will be a warrant issued for failure here.
State of Ohio versus Tory Lindsay, case number CRD 23642, A and B.
So, on this case, it's Jonathan Jones. He's a couple weeks. Try to just keep going round and round and round. That's a recall.
All right, I had placed her in custody because I had a report that she was about to be discharged from hometown, and then she left on her own and went to Minted Reads, right? And that's where you are now?
Yes, sir.
Did they bring you today?
No, sir, I'm an outpatient. It actually intensified my level of care from what hometown was. I do 7 weeks a week, 3 individuals, and then 2 to 3, sometimes 4 screens a week versus the 2 screens a week and 2 individuals and 3 groups a week. So it's like double my level of care, but my issue was that I was having, even before the screen that's in question, was they only have groups from 8 to 10 a.m. 5 days a week, and as you know, I just got into the union, and I already had turned down 1 job, and I know that my recovery comes first, and I probably handled it for me by switching on my own, but it was simply only because I was literally about to lose my union money, because I can't work there and go to hometown, because they only have 8 to 10 a.m. groups every day. That's the only option for groups. So I felt like kind of stuck, and I know I handled it the wrong way, but and I admit that, but I'm still in treatment, and I am still doing good. I've been compliant. I've never missed a drug screen at either place up until the time I left there.
Do Did you ever get in touch with anybody from Thrive?
Yeah, I've been engaging with Juanita regularly.
Oh, that's right, I think she did tell me that. Okay. All right, I'm going to reluctantly allow you to remain at Mended Reeds where you did it on your own without getting court permission. I'll set your next hearing. There'll be a review on March 22nd, so I'm going to see you pretty soon, so it's going to be in 3 weeks. So I'll check up on you then. That'll be at 9 o'clock. She can be released. March 22nd, 9 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jonathan Jones, case number CRB 22686, CRA 22685, CRA 23679.
I've seen them, Your Honor. All I can say is that Bethesda's able to take him immediately.
That's what needs to happen. Okay, I'll order him to inpatient for treatment with Bethesda. Come back on March 22nd for a preliminary hearing. There will be like a review, and that's what the idea is going to stay here.
Correct.
I think there's a state on board with that. Or?
Yes, Your Honor, and also there's a pending domestic violence and disrupting public services charge, and that goes all the way back to 2022, and we're going to issue a subpoena. We've got 2 different addresses apparently for this young lady. We have not had contact with her in some time, but we're going to try to get her here for the next hearing also.
Okay. March 22nd, 10 o'clock. He's to go to Bethesda today for inpatient.
State of Ohio recalls Colleen Bryant, case number CRB 23657.
Correct.
Can't write it anymore. Once you now learn how to read my handwriting, it's just going to be challenging again.
I talked
Did enough
to
time
her.
to do an assessment?
Yeah, I was just talking with her, and we can take her for residential services, and we can pick her up today, if that's what you wanted.
Yes. Okay.
She would be at our Ironton facility.
All right. Back March 22nd?
Yes, that'll work. Here.
March 22nd will be the next hearing, pre-trial.
March 22nd. That's it.
He's looking for all the fiscal dollars.
Scotsman. Scotchman. Irish. Irish? Who said Are you sure we're done?
Better hang out for a minute.
Sounds Scottish to me.
State of Ohio versus Crystal Johnson, case number CRB 23604, CRD 193957A, CRD 193957B.
Okay, it's a good report.
She is doing well.
Good. All right, Ms. Goss, anything you wish to say?
No.
Okay. And she's due to graduate March 25th,
Yes.
which is a court date. What's the plan after that?
Just outpatient, so probably AA. I have to go to AA about every day.
Where will you be living, in Huntington?
In Huntington,
Okay,
yeah.
so aftercare plans will be,
Yes, you can do OVP outpatient in Huntington.
120th, isn't it? I did them before.
Yes.
okay, well, let's come back on the 25th if Mr. Morford's available.
And Judge.
Okay. See you back on March 25th.
All right, thank you.
Next hearing date.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
May I approach?
Yes.
You can come up if you want to.
Earl, they probably can't get him tomorrow. They probably can't get him on Monday. Yeah, on Monday, she's going to try to find somebody else to pick him up.
Or still on the can't take him.
They can't take him till Monday.
Okay.
So, most likely, there's still a chance.
They're gonna stay in touch with me over the evening, and then I'll stay in touch with you.
I told him that he called me Saturday or Monday. So if he's still in the Monday, we'll see him. Hopefully Monday we'll have, they'll either be in our or.
They have Ubers for Huntington and then Ubers. Thanks for Ubers.
That's all I got to lose practically.
Okay, that would be great.
We'll figure something out. I hope, hopefully, fingers crossed, one Saturday.
I think it was, I can't be talking about the dog.
Did you get the order on keys?
Yes.
The dog, the sister doesn't know if she can take the dog or not because of her ankle, or if she's on the ankle, she'll toss it out.
Let's get these and get it.
Well, that's the very least. I guess it's probably not workable. I would think the dog can lock that part for, if they don't lock that part for a week, it's gonna have to be that part. All that. But at least we get her the keys. I don't have moms, I don't really have any so I get all the ones.
So what if definitely not?
Witness statement, that woman.
Well,
Wrote her phone number.
okay. There you go, get that then.
That's your kid. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, well, that makes all the issues.
Mom said no.
I say, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, parents an issue. That.
Okay. All right, court's adjourned.
Oh, here's this later, because it was added on for Monday, so.
Here's some extras. Spares.
Well, I can change your mind.
I remember seeing that.
It's going to be Monday before the next cycle.
Oh, this is a win.
Is that Kim's number?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, who did that? With March 1st? No.
Bill, can I get your
March 1st
signature?
is the dog. I know.
I suppose.
That's all we want.
He's unavailable, but he didn't
Get a new day.
to a later date.
Somebody who
He's going to actually say
lives in this
specific. Yeah.
That's not it either.
I'll ask him on Friday. He's going to actually put a date.
That's it.
Al Smith. Wait, I thought we did Al Smith. We did, Al Smith, yeah. When it happened though. He fled. He's going to make
Sheila
it.
Weber.
I don't know why, I thought those were going to be recalled for some reason. Oh, boy.
I need you to sign some things. Oh, Lee Kit. I need that. What, that one? So I just need.
I can't believe that I didn't recognize that those cases were done.
We have to change the.
What, the last ones?
The ones that I had there.
Well, that one was a motion to continue, but he had no date on it, so you want to know.
I don't know.
He didn't put a date on it.
If she's willing to.
If she's even willing, I never called the woman first.
If you ever need to,
Okay, here we go. This one was under it.
Oh, you're fine. Thank you.
Thank you. That was the longest.
so you can go take care of that dog or anything.
I can't.
You lost my little dog, so I apologize, I'll try that.
Yeah.
You turn YouTube off?
I have a dog that is still